Welcome to this podcast for Brighton School of Business and Management students studying for the Btec Level 6 courses. For this unit you will need to satisfy the criteria exactly as laid down in the assignment briefs and as described here, but you should wherever possible use examples from your own organisation and business sector, as well as showing evidence of having studied the unit topics in depth and breadth by referring where appropriate to relevant models, theories and established best practices. Be sure to read all of the core and supplementary study material and seek the advice of your tutor when necessary. To enhance your understanding of these assignment issues, we strongly advise that you also discuss them with project leaders and specialists, and particularly with HR and training specialists within your own organisation. We also strongly recommend that you visit the websites listed at the end of this podcast, make use of the information found there and subscribe to their newsletters in order to receive a regular flow of new information. Your response to each separate assignment should be presented in a simple business reports format and be between 1500 and 2000 words, not including graphics, illustrations or your sources of information. Assignment 1. The way in which project team members were appointed is critical to the success of a project. For example, appointments could have been carried out by the project team leader or manager after his or her appointment, or by the senior management of the organisation or client organisation, and could have been on the basis of who was available or free, or who was considered to be the most suitable for each particular role. The method of allocation could have a major impact on the team dynamics, the relationship between the team and other stakeholders, and ultimately on the success of the project. You need to discuss this. Here you need to do just as asked. Finally, focusing on what will be best for future projects, recommend changes to the way project team members are selected and their roles and responsibilities allocated. You need to add a list of sources of information and references showing any books, websites, articles, case studies, reports, internal documents and people interviewed that you drew on in order to complete this assignment. Assignment 2. Individual team members will be at different levels of experience, expertise, age, qualification, etc. All of these lead to different expectations and needs. You need to identify these in your selected team. As a whole, the team may need more expertise, more members, more resources, more training and so on. Team dynamics can be good, poor or varied, especially if the team has not worked together before. You will need to analyse the condition of the team and consider this against established models such as the team life cycle model. External stakeholders can, depending on the project, include the client, the team members, regular line manager if they are seconded, resource providers, funding providers, the local community and so on. Conflicts with external stakeholders could arise over resources, time spent on the project, damage to the environment, noise and other pollution and disruption. Conflict between team members could be over personality differences, levels of expertise, levels of morale and motivation, levels of reward, pay, perks, etc. and so on. Finally, just as asked, make recommendations that will reduce or eliminate conflict and make it more certain that the team will perform more effectively in the future. You need to add a list of sources of information and references showing any books, websites, articles, case studies, reports, internal documents and people interviewed that you drew on in order to complete this assignment. Here is a list of websites and suggested internet searches that you should find useful when completing this assignment. If you need any further help or assistance with this assignment, please contact your tutor.